Hello and welcome to episode 38 of the Crochet Luna blogcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from the San Diego area in Southern California. And I want to laugh my ass off right now because I recorded half of this episode looking in the wrong place for the camera. So here we go again. I'm going to really try and record this with very limited editing. I know this is going to be a shorter episode than most, but I wanted to share with you guys my FO that I'm wearing. And this is the Genesis sweater by Talia Crochet Creations. Or let me look at the pattern. Talia's Crochet Creations. This is her pattern. It is a paid pattern. I showed this on my last video, and as you can see, she's got full length right on her sleeve. I decided just to do a sleeve that goes to my elbow. And I wanted to talk to you guys because I have had a little bit of a moment of uncertainty about this garment. I worked on it all week. It flew off my hook. It is a great quick crochet done in bulky weight yarn. It's the Brava bulky, and I absolutely loved making it. And then I put it on, and I've just been sort of like, I don't know if I like the fit of it. And I actually posted a picture on Instagram asking people's opinion about it because I don't tend to wear things that are very snug, close to the body. And this top is definitely very close to the body. My issue is, of course, the boobage, because it's always been an issue whenever I have crocheted garments. And this particular pattern goes up to XL. I wear a US 1820. That's the garment size that I wear. And so I was a little worried that maybe it would not fit because of that. But I have made no adjustments to the pattern. And as you can see, I can raise my arms. It doesn't feel like it's pulling. I love the collar. This is my favorite shape of collar that I like to have on my garments. Like I said, I can raise my arms. Most of the problem, or it's not a problem, most of my issue with this is, and I'll show you, is on the boobage. As you can see, I've got the boobage, and I was thinking that maybe this was not the most flattering look for me, and I like the way it feels. I like the way that how fast I was able to crochet this. I like the way the texture of it looks. Love the color. I really like this color. I was on a fence about whether this was the best look for me, and I can tell you that I've worn this all day today. Today is Sunday. We are at I don't know, it's like 8 p.m. or something like that. So I've worn this all day. It's been really comfortable to wear. I have had no problems in terms of how it feels. It doesn't feel tight on the boobage. I just feel like it looks tight. So I think what I've decided is I'm going to keep it, and I am just, maybe it's just I'm not used to wearing things this tight, but I really love the top of this sweater. And I love, like I said, that the length of this is exactly where I want it to be, and it does not feel tight at all. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. And so I just thought I'd pop in and make a video and talk to you guys about this and some more of Natalia's patterns. And so, like I said, her Instagram name is Talia's Crochet Creations, and the sweater is Genesis crochet pattern, done with a bulky weight yarn. It's gonna fly off your hook if you decide to make it. She also has the Betty boyfriend sweater, which is a sweater that goes up to 2XL. I like the look of this sweater a lot. Let's see if I can get this to focus. I like the look and the drape of this sweater a lot. This is a paid pattern. She also has a really cute top called the Adaya Tee. This one is size to 2X. I was hoping that I would be able to get a little bit more of the detail on this top. It's got a really beautiful front panel. Here you can see the front panel right here. It's got this really pretty front panel. And I think this is like a great summer top. It is made with cotton yarn, so you know it's going to be breathable. Now, this other one is called the Danixa Crop Top. Also a paid pattern, and I'm really tempted to do this one. She is just a beautiful lady. I love the details on this top. Again, I will put a bundle for this episode in my Ravelry page, so if you are curious about checking out more of her designs, she's got lots of designs. You can check her Ravelry store and see some more of the stuff that she has on. Oh, here's one more. This is called the Zara Blossom Crop Top. This one, again, only goes up to XL. This goes up to XL, and like I said, I'm a size 18-20, and it fit me. Could be because I crochet a little bit loose. I don't know. I did not do a gauge swatch for this top. I just kind of went for it. I made no adjustments on the raglan increase. I did it per her instructions. But this is another top that's just size to XL. Really cute top. It has the same collar that I like. The shape of the collar is exactly the way that I like. I don't even know if I'm calling this the right thing, but this part is exactly how I like it. I like the way where it looks, and I like the way it feels. Now, I did just purchase another sweater pattern, and this is by Joy of Motion, and if you have not heard of her, I would highly recommend that you check out her patterns. She is so size inclusive. She uses herself as a model. You can see how the patterns look. And this is called the Polis Cardigan. I think this is really beautiful. This is also done with bulky yarn, and I have been looking to do a cardigan. I don't have any cardigans. I have got like 2, and this is done in bulky yarn, so I'm hoping this will also fly off my hook. Look at the detail on the collar right here. I think this is really pretty. And here is a picture of what it looks like from the back. So I thought that was really pretty. I'm going to try and get started on that this week. Yeah, so it's tough, you know, it's tough when you have to deal with the boobage, because that's something that always comes into play whenever I've crocheted a garment. I have always run into that issue where I don't know if it's going to fit, right? So next, I wanted to share with you something that I have been working on for 3 years, 2 or 3 years. And it was part of a cowl that I co-hosted with the lovely JoJo Twinkle Toes, and it's for a jumper that came out in Simply Crochet, and it is, and you guys have seen this before. It is a skull filet jumper. It's this a mesh jumper with the skull motif right here. And I have been working on this since that cowl started. It is a paid pattern. And I was taking this to mass every Sunday. When I would go to mass, I would take it because I was in the back portion of it. So it's a really quick repeat. And so I have managed to make my skull. And I've got both pieces. I've got the front and the back. Now, all I need to do on this is put the sleeves on. That's all I need to do. So that's another thing. I just need to put sleeves on. Now this will definitely fit. I'm even afraid it's going to be way too big because I made a really big, the largest size, or I don't know, I made it really, really big. But I love the skull on it. I love the way that looks. The length of it is going to be perfect for wearing leggings with it. This particular stitch marker that you see here was a gift from the lovely Haley, and she had made that for me. Like I said, it was like 3 years ago. And so this should be done this week because I don't think I'll do full sleeves on it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So I'm hoping to get this done. And this is probably the oldest whip that I have right now. That was living in everything about this project is sugar skulls. This fantastic bag by Mitchell's Creation. She actually gifted me this bag. When I saw them on her website, I was like, oh my God, these are so beautiful. And she actually gifted me this bag. It's got this great pattern of the fabric pattern is really nice. The yarn that I've used for this is called Novato, and it is by Omega Yarns, I believe. This is the yarn that I've used. What's fantastic about this yarn is that it costs $2.29 a ball, and it's 50 grams. So you can see I have used a lot of yarn for this project, and it's been really economical. Yeah, so I hope I can get the sleeves on and have something else to wear. I'm in full garment mode right now. I do. I mean, actually, I have so much going on, but I really want to get garments going. And so this one here is my whip that I will be hopefully finishing this week. And then I've started to go through my Ravelry library to see what it is that I have, because I have tons of patterns. And when I typed in skull, this also came up. These are the Sally Skull Slippers by Divine Debris. I believe that's her name. Yeah, Divine Debris. And look at these, you guys. Don't these look fun? Look at that. I bought the pattern a long time ago, and I really want to make these, but I think I'm gonna double sock yarn. I don't have worsted weight. I don't have worsted weight yarn right now in my stash, I don't think. Anyway, I think these will look fabulous with my skull jumper. That's why I printed them out to show it to you. The other thing I was going to tell you is that I was looking, when I went to Ravelry, and I said, I want to find some more bulky weight yarn patterns, because I bought a lot of this yarn. So my cardigan, this cardigan is the Polis cardigan that I showed you. This is also going to be done in the same yarn, because I'm not going to buy more yarn. I have 6 balls of this yarn left. I have a lot of this yarn left. So I think this will be another nice garment to make with this color yarn. I was pulling up I pulled up Ravelry, and then I wanted to see if I just typed in the pattern search box for crochet, what would be the top 5 patterns that would come up. And I thought that would be fun to share with you guys. So I printed the 5 top patterns that came up when I just did a search for crochet. And so I'll give them to you in the order they appeared. The first one is actually a free pattern by Olga Poltova. It's called the Ancient Pint Scarf. It's this lacy scarf. Looks really pretty. And it's made with fingering weight yarn. This might have a tutorial. It actually has a tutorial. I don't know if you can read it. But right here it says a YouTube tutorial. I thought that was really pretty. Now this next one, like I said, I'm in full garment mode, and this is a paid pattern by it's called the April Sweater by Caitlin flossing. And it looks like a very basic sweater, but it looks very pretty. I like it. The sweater's done with Lion Brand Touch of Cashmere, which I had never heard of until I saw this pattern, because I bought Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca, and I really like that yarn. So if there's a touch of cashmere out there, I might have to get my hands on some of that. I thought that was really pretty. Next we have I Like My Coffee Hot. Yeah, so do I. So this is how I live my life. If something like a food or a drink has to be hot, I like it hot, right? Like, I will not drink cold coffee. I just like people who do the iced coffee just with the black and the black coffee on, on ice cubes with whatever, something sweetener. I can't do that. My coffee that I drink has to be hot. And then, like, if I have soup, it has to be hot. I can't have like room temperature hot food. It's one of my pet peeves. So that was a tangent, only to show you a pattern that's called I Like My Coffee Hot, and it's actually like a cozy that you can put around like a thermos or something to keep your stuff warm. And what's really cool about this pattern is that it's a paid pattern. It says $3, but it says if you use a code that's on the page here, you can get a free copy. You get a free copy of this until Easter 2020. So if you want to get a free copy of this cozy that will keep your drinks hot, and you go on the Ravelry page, the designer is Janet Claire. I will include this in that bundle for today's episode, and you can go get a free version, a free copy of this pattern. I'm going to do that. Now, the next one is called Shawl A by Araña Tejedora, and this pattern is only in Spanish, but it is for a shawl, and this is a free Ravelry download. So if I don't know, I did not download the pattern. I don't know if there's a graph, so that if you don't speak Spanish, you can follow a graph. All I saw was that it's in Spanish. It's a free download, and it's a pretty triangle shawl. There. The next one is also a free pattern, and it's adorable. It's called Hedgehog Amigurumi by Ambrose Crochet. Look at this. How cute. And then here's a version with more of the, let's say, traditional colors, but I kind of like this one. This is a cute one. This is a free pattern on Ravelry, and there you go, more pattern palooza. Like, you don't have enough patterns to do. And I've been working on I've got lots of minis, and I decided what I'm going to do for my blanket that I want to work on, which I showed you on my last video. It's this pattern from 1937 called Scented Afghan number 1069. I started a little swatch that I showed you on the video. I undid it until I got to this point. I'm going to restart. I want to restart it here, and then I'm going to just add a bunch of minis to it, because I was looking for my I thought I was going to have like a ton of fingering weight yarn that I could put in the blanket that were leftovers from stuff. I don't have a lot, but I have a lot of minis. So I started to add yarn to a ball that I'm just going to make a ginormous ball. But this happened. So now I've got to take the time to untangle that. And I'm going to add all the minis, all the fingering weight minis that I find. I'm going to add them to this ball. So hopefully I'll end up with a giant ball, and then I can not worry about weaving in ends, and I don't have to worry about color. I'm not going to color control anything. I'm just going to try and loosely pick minis in a certain border, I guess, very loose. And I'm going to cake up this ball into a cake. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to completely redo it just to make sure that all the knots are nice and tight. And then I'm just going to go to town and start reworking off of this swatch for that blanket. So that's where I'm at. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. We are starting a new week. From what I'm reading, these next 2 weeks are going to be crucial. So I would highly encourage you that if you don't have to go out, stay home and craft a lot. I'm going to be working on some masks, and I'm going to start my new sweater project, and I will give you an update on all of these things next Monday. So take care. I wish you the best. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Crochet on. I am Crochet Luna on Instagram, Ravelry, YouTube, Twitch, which I am hoping to get Twitch going this week, you guys. I'm really keep your fingers crossed that my Twitch channel can come back online. And so I wish you the best. I will do the drawing for the pattern of the beanie on the next episode, because I know some people are still catching up on that episode. I want to give everybody at least 2 weeks to be able to let me know, by telling me what you're doing during this sheltering in to keep you busy, and that will get you an entry into the beanie, which I don't even have here with me to show you, the beanie pattern from Cerulean Orchid that she kindly donated to the channel. So stay safe, and I will see you next week. Bye.